Hey guys, this is Holler's Creekwater Shine, and we're about to show you how to make some brandy. We got some grapes give to us, about 57 pounds. We spent 2 days blending them in a blender, and we got them right here. We got us 50 pounds of sugar. We got us some pectin enzymes and some nutrients. We got us some EC 118 yeast, and we're about to do this thing. So we're gonna start off by, I'm gonna show you what. Look at them grapes. We let them sit out a little with the lid off for a couple hours. We hoping we got some natural yeast in there. So what we're gonna do is take this over. We cleaned and sanitized our 30-gallon food grade drum. We're about to pour this in here. It's heavy. Look at that goodness. That's 5 gallons. I'd say it's about 3.5 gallons. So right there, about 8.5 gallons. We're making a 30-gallon run. So we now gonna put this lid on here. Important thing, we got some hot water here. While we're getting the sugar ready, we want to test our water. We want it to be around 90 to 95. We're still too hot, so we're letting it sit outside. All right, so we're gonna come over here. Got 25 pounds of sugar. We got a kettle boiling. Not sure if y'all know why we call Creekwater Shine, because we make our shine out of creek water around the Appalachians. Finest creek water around. We're gonna have some shine coming from a creek near you. All right, let's get this bag open. Don't matter how you get it open, just matters how you get it in. We're gonna pour it in there. We got about 3.5, 4 gallons of water in here. We're gonna pour about half of that in there. We're gonna stir it up till it gets clear. All right. So we've been preheating this water. The main thing about heating sugar is just stir it till it gets clear. Once it's clear, you know it's dissolved. This water says it's about 120 right now, so it shouldn't take long to dissolve. Guys, on those grapes, we didn't put the seeds in. We put them in a blender, we crushed them, we strained them. We put the hulls and the pulp in it and did not put the seeds in. You can put seeds in, but you need to remove them about day 5 if you want the tannins to flavor your brandy. We chose not to do that. Let that keep heating until she gets clear. Going in here, we got 5 tablespoons of pectin enzyme and 1 tablespoon of yeast nutrient. About day 3, we're gonna put the rest of our yeast nutrient when our mash is working the hardest in its fermentation. This is the yeast we're using. We got a perfect temperature. We're gonna add these 6 packs in here and let it hydrate. It needs to hydrate about 15 minutes before we use it. Alright. Put a lid on that thing. Give it a little swirl. We'll leave it to hydrate. Now, let's go. Cheers, this is what we're trying to make. All right, guys, the sugar. This is what your water will look like once the sugar's dissolved. We're gonna pour the rest of this 25-pound bag in there. We need about 42 pounds of sugar to get our starting gravity. That's what we hope. So what we're gonna do is we got 50 pounds. We're gonna take 7 out. So we need 42 pounds of sugar to get the starting gravity on our brandy. So we had 50 pounds, so we're gonna pour this in there minus 8 approximately. So 2 5-pound bags of sugar. Let's see if that feels like 2 5-pound bags of sugar. Yep. And finish stirring this in, get that sugar melted down. Yeah. Oh, we can't go live. We need 50 subscribers. Yeah. So, I need to pour about 2 more pounds. About 2 more pounds in there. It's close. Some fancy scale. I got a home scale that I weigh my stuff on. Alright, guys. This is actual Creekwater. So we're going to pour this water in here. I try not to pour all of it because you can see that God made dirt over that earth. But I try not to get that last little bit of sand and dirt. And we had, so that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we'll say 22. So we need like 8 more gallons. Gallons total with the 5 that we put in from the sugar water. We want to leave some headroom at the top of this. Because brandy tends to foam up. So we're going to mix this up. We're going to take a starting gravity. I'm going to stir this up. Get the water stirred up in there. Tastes like grape water. Our fractometer. We're going to take a few drops, put on here. It takes like 2 or 3. And then you can look up. So right now, we're about 1.010. So not much. So we're gonna have to add that up. We're gonna have to get our starting gravity up from a 1.010 to about 1.090 is where you want to be for Brandy, where I want to be. So let's see what the old you can also check the starting gravity with the triple scale hydrometer. It's different than a proofing meter. Let's see what it says. Same. So both read the same. That's always a good thing. Here's a triple scale. That's our sugar dissolved in our water. So we're going to kill the flame to this kettle. We're going to take this and pour it in to our mash. We're going to open this ball valve up on this kettle so I can add the sugar to the amount that I want to and check the starting gravity as we add it. Guys, we just added about half that sugar, so I want to stir it up good and see what our starting gravity is. It's better to go slowly up and give it a few minutes to rest so you get a true and accurate reading. And we always want to see the temp. Okay, it matters what your temperature is on your mash. All right, 79. Clean this off. Add a few drops. All right, we're at 1.040. So we've come up 30 points. This will also pull up our temperature for our mash so we can pitch our yeast at the correct temperature. Let's see what that does. All right, this will be our third reading. We got a clean meter. Do that again. All right, we're at about 1.055. So we still got some more to go. We got a fast phone. And we probably can cut some of it. All right, guys, here we go. We are at 168. Damn. I have to add some sugar. All right, guys, we got our EC 118 yeast. We got our starting gravity up to about a little under 1.090 for the brandy. So we're gonna add this yeast in here. And our mash is like 90, which is a little on the low side, but she's gonna be all right. So now we're just gonna stir this up. Get this yeast throughout the wash, brandy. Okay, we got our pectin enzymes and our yeast nutrient. We're gonna put half in of 2 rounded tablespoons. So we'll put this as 1 rounded tablespoon. In about 2 or 3 days, we will put the other half in when the yeast is working its hardest. All right, guys, your pectin enzymes keep your brandy from hazing, so it keeps it clear. So we're gonna stir that up. Tastes like your grape juice your granny used to can. When you're sick, she'd say, go out in the can house, baby, and get us one of them jars of grape juice. It fixed everything. Cured all ailments. All right, guys, we ended up having to pull some of this out because you need some headspace in your drum, because once this starts fermenting, this will foam up a little bit. So when you got your lid on tight, you don't want it to. So we put the rest in a 5-gallon bucket, and if you were running a smaller batch, you would leave room in your bucket for headspace. So we're done. We ended up using probably 49 pounds of sugar. We had about 57 pounds of Concord grapes that ended up pressed down, blended down to about 8 gallons. So we had 8 gallons, 47, 48, 49 pounds of sugar, 23 gallons of Creekwater. So we're gonna cap this up and see what she's looking like tomorrow. Okay guys, our pH was 3.2. The perfect pH is 3.4. If you hold it at 3.4, it discourages bugs. Anything under 3, you'll stress your yeast. Anything above 3.6, you run the risk of spoilage. So you're going to dip a little in the beginning. Your pH will drop a little, and through the fermentation it might rise a little. But as long as you're between 3.0 and 3.6, you're good to go. And you can look up, if you're below, how to raise it, and if you're up, how to lower it. Thank you guys for tuning in to Holler's Creekwater Shine. Moonshine coming from a creek near you.